Hello again, Tracy Williams here, your partner in believing. It is better to give than receive. Who started that rumor anyway? Many of us learned as kids that that was true. And then we heard it throughout our adult life, and we live by it. These powerful 8 words have often been grossly misinterpreted and grossly misunderstood. Giving and receiving are 2 sides of the same coin. The universal law that governs giving and receiving is the law of circulation. Any circulatory system must have equal inflow and outflow to work properly. So if giving is better than receiving, then there would be more outflow than inflow, and the system wouldn't be working optimally. Make sense? Many people are great givers, and yet they're not enjoying the abundance that the universe wants to deliver, in part because they're not great receivers. They bought into the idea that giving is better. Giving activates the law of circulation. It's kind of like, well, I grew up on a farm, so it's kind of like priming the pump. Or if you've ever run out of gas and you're trying to siphon gas, you have to suck on the hose, right, to get the flow started. But once the flow is started, it just happens automatically, unless the hose gets a kink in it. In the statement, it is better to give than to receive, better means that the law of circulation works better when we give first. Better in this case doesn't mean superior. Better means it's the place to start, that it has to happen. If you give generously and yet you're not a great receiver, you'll put a kink in the hose. If you are a great receiver, if you tend to want to take or to need, and you do that really well, but you're not a great giver, you're going to put a kink in the hose. So either way, whether we're great receivers and not great givers, or great givers and not great receivers, the circulatory system is impeded and the entire system is affected. Some people are aware that they're not good receivers, and others are not quite aware of it. Maybe they think they're a good receiver, but let's examine that a little bit further. Here's a couple of ways to check in. When someone compliments you, do you feel compelled to return the compliment? Or are you just able to take it in and say thank you? When someone wants to pay your way, buy you dinner, buy you tickets, something like that, what's your response? Are you able to say thank you and accept? Or do you say something like, oh, I can't possibly accept that gift. It's far too generous. What's your response? When someone takes an action to do something for you that you're perfectly capable of doing, do you say thank you and allow them to take that action, pick something up, carry something for you, open a door, what have you? Or do you say, oh, no, it's okay, I can manage? Pay attention to that this week. If you find that you're not able to graciously accept these gifts, get curious about why. It might be that you bought into the idea, that you bought into the misinterpretation that it's better to give. It might be that your caregivers, the people that raised you, the community in which and the culture in which you were raised, taught you that it's more polite to not take something that's being offered. Or it might very well be that you don't feel worthy of receiving the good that is being offered. In which case, try it. Try it on. See what it feels like. Practice graciously receiving. And remember that when you receive, whatever is being offered, whether it be love or joy, an idea, forgiveness, money, gifts, whatever it is, you are allowing the giver an opportunity to give. And in doing so, you are allowing the flow of circulation. Here's to equal inflow and outflow. Tracy Williams, your partner in believing. Until next time, great receiving.